I did a little bit of grinding in between streams. I got everyone up to level 24. I did a lot of fishing. Like a lot of fishing. Because fishing gives you a whole lot of money in this game, so I grinded money. I need the money. Okay, but hopefully I should be high enough level in order to deal with some of these side quests, guys, so let's go for it. Taking a lot of damage. At the very least, I'm not dying as much as I did before. Wait. But I had the final strike show up. God dang it. I had the final strike show up, but she hadn't died before I could actually pull it off. God dang it. Okay. Trying that again. Oh yeah, I can probably get I forgot. I need to get Kisara's bonding skin again. Hold on.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
I think most people would like to listen to you talk.
I know I can tend to go on sometimes when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time. Of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all.
You're now closer to Kisara.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay.
I guess I could lower the difficulty if I need to, but I don't want to.
I'd steer clear of that Zoogle if I were you.
I'm only on moderate, it should be fine.
Discourteous, aren't you?
There you go.
You'll pay for that!
Renville immediately died. The first half of this battle is pretty fine. The second half is where I started feeling the pain. Frick. These charging enemies kind of suck. Kisara's boost attack doesn't come up often enough to really deal with these charging guys effectively. Come on. There we go. Stay down, you goddamn boar. Okay, I saw 2 more really buff enemies to fight though. Okay. Oh, I think there are also like some skits I can get from like cooking specific dishes. I might have to look that up real quick. Hold on. While we're at it. So, Naki, if I make Naki with Xion, there should be a something, right?
All done. Come.
Oh, there we go.
That's your 12th serving. Damn, that's gotta be a record.
Even seeing it for myself, I can hardly believe it. Where is her body storing it all?
Oh, have you guys already had enough? Did you not like what I fixed?
No, it's just...
We're just amazed at how much you can wolf down.
Doesn't it hurt even a little?
Is she like
Aren't you
eating
feeling
for something
heartburn or
else, maybe?
Oh, this is nothing. You know what they say? You always have more room for dinner.
I'm pretty sure that's what they say about dessert, actually.
Plus, this is Noki we're talking about. That stuff just sits in your stomach.
I swear I'll never understand you Renans.
Noodle's so cute.
Make sure to get some good rest.
I'll see if I can get more of those cooking skits while I'm at it.
I think
I'm not
we've
gonna,
rested
like-
long enough.
I'm not gonna
Let's keep
grind
moving.
cooking skits, but I will probably be resting at the campsite a lot of fighting these guys, so. This guy's only level 25, but he does have ads, so.
Behold,
Nice.
the Earth pulse. Tectonic fission.
Sick. A little bit more, come on. There we go.
In an instant! Impact block!
We're fine. And then I still needed to get the big rock guy, so. Back to camp. See what else I can cook. Guess all I can get right now is the one with cheese fondue, so.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
You okay, Shion? You're not eating very much.
What's wrong? Do you not like the cheese fondue that you made?
Yeah, I'm used to seeing you more excited about food.
You're not feeling sick, are you?
No, I'm fine. It's nothing like that. It's just...
What?
I guess I just don't understand what the appeal is. We could just as easily put everything on a plate and pour the cheese on top of it instead.
You know that,
I suppose it lies in being able to decide exactly how much cheese you want. There's also something to be said for enjoying how it all turns out. It's fun.
That's fine and all, but I wish the plate-to-mouth time was shorter.
I think I understand. You don't like having to put in so much effort into eating something, do you?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Actually, now that I think about it, you're a way less fussy eater than you look, Shion.
In my book, there's no one right way to eat a meal. Tuck in, take your time, be dainty or devouring. As long as you enjoy the food, that's what counts.
There's no need to stand on ceremony while we're out camping in the wilderness.
Yeah, you're right. In that case, don't mind if I do.
I've never
That sounded
seen
disgusting.
someone dump that much cheese on a meal before.
you know that one burger, it's like, it's a cheeseburger, but instead of like, you know, normally having like the cheese just on top of the burger patty, you just sort of pour molten cheese on top of it and you eat it like that. I can't do messy eating.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
It's nasty. Do you want to check in with the fishing guy real quick? Because I didn't actually check in with him while I was fishing off stream, so 15 round popper. Okay. I mean, there's also skits I can get from catching specific fish as well, but I'll get to that later. Let me go ahead and actually turn in the quest that I've already completed, at least. How'd I go with that Borzul?
Okay.
Don't worry, we managed to stop it.
Seriously?
I still can't believe we pulled it off, honestly. Never should have doubted you, Kisara. I hate that I had to turn to you in the first place. You still helped. You evacuated people and clearing out rebel made it so we can simply focus on fighting. So don't beat yourself up. You've always been a big help, even when we were younger. Thanks, Kisara.
Well,
Anyway, what part of the fence did that boar destroy? I want to fix it for you. You don't have to do that for me, and I swear you never know when to rest, do you? It's just in my nature. Speaking of which, hey, Rinwell, your coat's been dirty since that fight. Let me have it. I'll wash it for you later. Thanks, Mom. Huh? Oh, sure. I gotta step up my game. Is the Zoogle gone now, my lord? It is. It proved to be a formidable foe, but I'm pleased to report it is no more. That's right. Delium here put it in its place. You really got rid of it, my lord? Yes, indeed. I also removed the Zoogles in the surrounding area. This should hopefully allow you to go about your work in more peace. Wow, thank you so much. Wait, your face. My lord, did you get hurt in that fight? Right not. It is a small price to pay on my part if it means my people are relieved of that which ails them. My lord, I don't know what to say. I shall work even harder than ever in the fields to repay such kindness. You need to do more than you already are. If anything else troubles you, please do not hesitate to call in the palace for its assistance. Yes, my lord. Thank you.
Really now.
I got a feeling you're going to have a long line of people waiting to see you once we're back in Vicent. There we go. Their emblem. It increases the length of his rod. Okay. There's still the guy I need to fight in the mines, but he's like level 28, so I'm not sure if I'm able to deal with him right now. I don't know if I'm probably not ready for the big rock guy in the mines yet, so we'll keep going with the main story, I think. The enemies here are level like 27, so probably by the time I get to Mahog's I'll be high enough level to actually deal with that rock dude.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
As they do.
You weren't messing around.
Just a little bit mountain hiking as a treat. I went hiking once, I sprained my ankle, and I had to be carried back so I could get medical attention. Oh! Nice. Oh shit, another one. Nice. We're good.
More Danny ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahog Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
I don't see shit. This doesn't seem like it actually leads anywhere, but...
Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
There's probably gonna be a big
So
scary
still a
enemy
house,
down
in
here.
a sense. Just for a god.
Oodle, why are you interested in this? Oh! Get some healing in you. I was so preoccupied dealing with Azukal, I slipped and fell. Make sure you don't make the same mistake as me. I guess we're just climbing the mountain. I don't know if there's a point for me to do this now. This kind of feels like, there's gonna be a big scary enemy up here. Like Aizen and Zestiria.
What's that big tower over there?
Tower of Babel? That tower and the ridge it stands on have long since been overrun with Zugals. I'd only venture up if you know exactly what you're doing. Well, I don't. I simply don't. Also, I can buy lemon gels. Cool.
Not this way, I guess.
Well, the game is blocking me from going here anyway, so... Well... I came here looking for food and weapons, but there's nothing but Zugals around here. Not that I have anything to worry about because of you now. Thanks, dude. Home safely. Alright.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Elda Menancia of its enemies and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along, but it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does
Designated
that
mom.
mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
Thanks,
You hear
Mom.
that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
Ugh.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
Get along,
I wouldn't
especially
get
you,
your expectations
Rinwell.
too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Right. Oh, a lesson in manners.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
They're former
That's not being
slaves.
frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Dole,
Yeah,
you're very
what he
much
said.
talking from a
Maybe you
place
missed
of
how we were just
privilege.
focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn?
Nope.
Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Right. Okay. Oh. Shion?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahawk Tsar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down.
Yeah,
And in
Shion.
your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
What a weird interaction. Uh-oh. Oh. This is the guy from before.
Been looking for you.
Oh.
For me, why?
He's tough.
Oh, are we finding him right now?
You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Uh-oh. Level 28.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
He's really speedy.
Thing you've ever
Take
said.
this! Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Oh dear. We're definitely not meant to win here. I don't want him to use items if I don't need to. If like this game, or if this battle's just gonna end if we all go down anyway. Well, I guess I have to do actually win then. Okay. He's really speedy. I think I just need to get good. Is he like the lord of this area, maybe? I probably just need to take him down to like 50% maybe. Oh, there you go. Oh, leave him alone. Let him go. Poor Law. Poodle. Poodle. He's very thoroughly kicking our ass.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die.
Oh. You got his eye. Come on, Alphen. I think you kind of need to use the blazing sword. Oh. Uh-oh.
A wretch like you?
Shannon can't die like that. Yeah, just have like a dude show up out of nowhere and have him stab Xion to death. Maybe she'll be fine. Maybe she'll be fine.
Shion, wake up, please.
He's my healer.
Alphen?
Shion.
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I.
She doesn't seem to be bleeding.
It's not as bad as it looks.
You got
Not
stabbed
bad.
in the chest.
Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
Yeah, I
But
think you
I didn't...
still need to, like, explain some stuff about yourself.
Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Oh. Are you getting more memories back?
Alphen?
Is he like a guy from Alphen's past, maybe?
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Is it like the Master Court keeping her alive? Or something? I don't know.
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
I mean, she didn't get shot by
There
an
was
arrow
also
in the
that
chest
strange
before,
light that
so...
appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahnan astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Saar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Alright.
Hey.
Awkward. Missed signals.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
I think you
It's
two
not
should just
that.
kiss.
I just...
Come on, guys. Oh. Spooky. Oh.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Nias, the capital of Mahag Saar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest.
Oh?
It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Did they already, like, rebel here?
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
Apparently there's an owl here, though. Okay.
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan Astral Arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
So he just burned
Yeah,
everything.
that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Is it like regular
Let's
fire?
not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened.
If there are any Danans around here, they're probably, not gonna be happy to see, Xion or Dolim, though.
Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
Oh, he's
I
hopeless.
can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Xion has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Dolim, you fool. Okay. Poor Rinwell. Oh, I see it. Redroth's Crusade! I will say, like, fire and burning aside, this area is very pretty, very aesthetic, very bardcore.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
Right.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move.
have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Dahnan leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
They're gonna get kidnapped or something. Also, Alpha needs to be healed.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
I feel like the Lord here probably is... couldn't have gone down that easily. Fishy, suspicious.
So you're Alphen, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that.
Oh, this guy stinks.
Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Yeah, this guy stinks.
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
What, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off.
Okay.
But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
This guy
The whole
sucks.
reason you're fighting is to free the Dahnans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Dahnans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of the show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's because you and that little lady are friends and more.
This guy sucks.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm!
Can we throw
Don't
this
ever come
guy,
back.
like,
This
out
is
of a
Renan's
window?
realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here, and I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Way!
Yeah! Deadime! Liberator Deadime! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Perhaps the animators should
wait
make him look slimy as hell, though.
Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
Can you put this guy
That's
in
how
charge
things are with
instead?
him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
Huh. At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Yeah.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Can you get this guy in charge? Is that a freaking Deadeye?
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
Also, is this gonna be like Red Bell's arc? I have a feeling. In my balls. Okay, Deadeye the Dictator.
I get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Dahnans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
Differences among rebels.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan Lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell!
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
I don't think he would have wanted it.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
Zephyr is very much the type of person who would not want a crown. Okay. Or?
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Dahnans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed. Music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
The high-class man.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dahna as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
Come on, Rinwell. You're due. I think you're due some character development soon, actually. Also, there's side quest here. Why does everyone have to be such cowards? If you don't get this taken care of, things are never going to change.
What's wrong?
What's got you down, friend? Zoogles, that's what. A pretty common variety of them, to be more specific. Rusev is the Lord's favorite kind of Zoogle, so people are afraid to go anywhere near them.
Alright.
I can understand your hesitation. If you need them gone, we're more than capable of taking care of them for you.
What the?
Hold on, pal. I don't want you to just exterminate them. If you bring back any usable materials from them, that'd be great too. You want us to retrieve Zoogle parts? For what? Are you building something? Not building, studying. If I can demonstrate that even fearsome, dangerous Zoogles can be used to make handy tools, that'll motivate people to hunt them more. Can't always expect folks like you to come along and solve our problems for us, after all. trying to be more self-sufficient. That's very commendable of you.
Hey,
Actually, about those materials you're looking for, this isn't what you're talking about, is it?
yeah!
Oh, yeah, it totally is. Could I convince you to share what you have with me? Sure.
Good.
Yeah, go ahead and help yourself. I'd rather go to someone who can use it than it keep weighing us down. Great. We're one generous bunch of people, you know that? Gotta see what I can, just what I can turn all of this into.
All right!
I'm sure I'll be able to make something useful. Thank you so much. Oh, easy.